did get the blue, but it cost Saint both summoner spells and the Realm Warp because he went pretty deep there, trying to go for the zone. Their call was, hey, we can make a pincer. He did get Blabber's Flash, so it's not like it was an unanswered couple of summoner spells that were used, and now APA under attack.
Yeah, APA takes the satchel, but he bounces back towards the enemy turret. Inspired, ready to flash after him. Goes ahead, right back in there from another crushing blow. APA caught up in the Rune Prison, and Inspired picks up the kill.
And Inspired did not use his flash or the Cyclone in that fight over by the blue buff. Had it for that play, is able to get a kill on APA and forces flash, which is just that insult to injury. Was trying to take a risky path out of there, trying to kind of move forward. Maybe he had thought Saint went back to base, and then he could kind of walk his way out that way, but at the end of the day, does get punished.
Drake is spawning. Look at the amount of wards that they have placed around here. Control wards everywhere. They've got the ward over the wall here, just over that terrain near mid lane. And now Blabber's going to take the blast cone over. Bottom lane's already pushed out. C9 is focused on this Drake, and it's Sven and Vulcan rotating over, starting this one up alongside Blabber. APA also nearby. Control ward right there in the middle of the river. Vulcan goes in here with the dredge line. Immediately Mego Inferno Bomb over the top, and Inspired is shut down. C9 have already found themselves a kill on the enemy jungler, and that will earn them the objective.
That is your first team All-Pro support right there. Vulcan with the snipe from the Brush Flowers. He sets it up in that Nautilus CC into the Ziggs damage. Exactly what you're talking about. He annihilates the Trinity Force Wukong. Inspired had just gotten his big
Crocodile staying here for this long. And look at Saint's positioning here on the rise. He is also moving up towards this lane. Dokla might stick around long enough to truly be the ruthless predator that his W ability describes. The minion wave is going to give him the opportunity to recast the slice and dice, and there it is. Ruthless Predator sets it up. Saint's about to knock it down. Beware the patience of a top laner ignored, as now they find their move. And Saint gets away from the counterattack paranoia as well. Goodness gracious, how audacious. Dokla gets it done.
Oh my God, Dokla! The sickest play sometimes is doing absolutely nothing. He just waits in the brush. 007 up there. They think I've finished my recall. Then he doesn't just take a recall there. He realizes, you know what? Saint is moving up. We can actually find a play here. And is able to turn that escape into an aggressive play, which turns into another escape as Saint gets out. You know, those are the kind of plays that people really credit him for.
Now, Thanatos trying to go in, find a counterattack here onto Dokla. Blabber's ready to fly in with a paranoia, and C9 finds revenge. They knew that Dokla had already spent everything using the dominance to trade aggressively against Thanatos, and as soon as it wears away, Thanatos has Blabber in the back pocket, ready to strike back.
Yeah, clap back there from Cloud9. Actually doesn't take very long at all. We're still singing the praises of Dokla as he dies. So C9, first turret bonus is really nice too for them to be able to get Blabber and Thanatos.
Yeah.
And he's doing his job.
Yeah, and I mean, he's set up very defensively, obviously, with the steel caps and with the Doran's helm. He just wants to farm souls, and they are looking for Thanatos here.
Yeah, Dokla going and committing the flash to get in front of the Scion ultimate so Thanatos cannot immediately escape. Now with the Dawning Shadow coming through, Thanatos staying alive a little bit longer, and LYON can't get what they came for. C9 now nearly has the kill onto Inspired as Blabber makes his way into the fight. The paranoia is the recipe for success. However, it's turned into a 1-for-1 trade as Dokla gets one back. Meanwhile, up here on the top side, Saint versus APA. Well, more coming in. Saint tries to juke it out a little bit. APA getting away for now. Does survive, gets a little scrappy up here in the top lane, and bottom side trades 1-for-1.
Yeah, honestly, this game is an absolute banger. What an opener to this series, going blow for blow, play for play.
That's a Scion. It's not a concern. C9 happy to regroup with their top laner. Everybody's hanging around this Drake right now, though, as the Realm Warp is about to come in. Inspired goes over the wall while Dokla goes in with the Realm Warp, but he's caught over the wall. He's all alone, instantly loses 75% HP. LYON still looking to test the Drake, but they got to be careful. Their top laner is very injured. Vulcan goes in with the dredge line. He finds the back line, but Melio escapes for now. Isle's still alive, Vulcan very low, but Saint's the first to die. Traded away for Vulcan now. Inspired's in the middle of everybody trying to get away here with the clone. He does steal away the Inferno Drake, but Inspired falls. It's a 2-for-1 favoring C9, but LYON take the objective and go to Soul Point.
Exactly. The fact that Inspired is able to pull the rabbit out of the hat there in the middle of all of the Cloud9 members, steals the Dragon. They were trying to stop damage on the Dragon and focus him.
Inspired and Dokla backing away. Saint trying to draw some fire here on the left side of the fight, has to flash away. The Dragon still at about 5,000 health as LYON continuing to try to look for the Infernal Soul that created space, but C9's got the edge. Beautiful dredge line coming in from Vulcan. Knocks Inspired down into the Guardian Angel, but Blabber's gonna be careful now too. Inspired getting away from Decimating Smash as the culling flies out. Sven and Blabber both barely hanging on. Dokla going into the back line. Can't find the OG, but Berserker goes over the wall. Berserker wants everybody, but he won't be able to find it here just yet. Blabber still hanging on just barely, but he stays alive. Inspired wants the Drake. A little bit more damage might secure it. Infernal Soul over to LYON. C9 still fighting. Saint getting himself away for now, firing right back. Blabber stays alive, 200 HP. LYON, Isles, and Saint still looking for a little bit more, going after Thanatos. The immunity of the unstoppable onslaught gets him away. Good lord, man!
That was a crazy team fight. Berserker as well as Saint coming from opposite sides. Pincer attack in the pit there. They're able to knock down Sven, they're able to knock down APA, and they pop the GA from Blabber. And while he's in GA, Inspired finishes the Dragon, takes the soul.
Smite in 8, smite in 5. Wait,
Okay.
Ziggs flashed
I just
already.
use Wholesome Slow. I'm stay here though.
Careful, Nautilus hook from
Yeah,
this.
yeah. I can
I
change
have
them.
GA, I have
Look,
GA.
look here.
Ziggs no
They're
flash,
gonna
Ziggs
try
no
and finish
flash.
right now.
Okay.
What's Senna?
I have no ult
Okay,
now.
Luxena.
Ziggs no flash in the
Okay,
pit.
I'll try to get 6. I'm looking Jigs.
They are stuck. In the pit. They are stuck.
Coming
Yeah.
to you.
Kill Dick.
I have
Yeah,
no
okay.
now.
Kill the Nocturne, I will get the Dragon.
Hit the Drake, hit the Drake, hit the Drake, hit the Drake.
Get Drake.
They don't have damage.
Nautilus.
They don't have damage.
Oh.
You guys can win.
You guys can win,
yeah.
I think. No,
Yeah,
Nocturne's
yeah,
lose.
keep going.
Sion has no mana.
I
They
mean,
don't have damage. They don't have damage.
no flash.
No flash Sion, no ult Sion.
That was
Whoa,
so well.
hold up, we're already back live. Blabber goes in, and Berserker's already immediately dead. That's 2 picks for free. Going over to the C9 side. LYON trying to get something back. Blabber has already died. Dokla's into the back line. A massive flank coming in from Big Dokes. Sven falls down, and Inspired is not done yet. Vulcan and APA try to run, but LYON's not done. Dokla needs a little bit more distance. Can't quite find it. He gets the slice. He gets Ruthless Predator. He gets Vulcan. Thanatos trying to return a little bit of...
It is getting scrappy down there. The one for the Infernal Soul just has so big of rewards here. The extra damage already was on display in the previous fight. And that previous fight we just saw was with C9 instantly deleting the Lucian at the very beginning of the fight. So let's see what it looks like here as Cloud9 getting vision around the Baron.
Yeah, Saint now going to be the victim of the C9 wombo combo. Seeker's arm guard buys him only a moment, but that moment ends in a shutdown with kill credit going over to APA. C9 starting up the Baron.
Yeah, they just start the Baron with Senna. You can stay so healthy on this, so LYON will have to respond.
Okay, LYON with the 4v5. Culling finding a ton of damage here to APA. Thanatos ready to charge in. Unstoppable onslaught. Clone used from Inspired. Nice placement on that one. Guarantees no efficacy for the Scion. Dokla still on the backside of the pit. LYON successfully stopping C9 from grabbing the Baron. APA goes ahead and takes a recall.
Yeah, he gets his recall off. I was wondering if there's going to be a more aggressive teleport back into it with the 4v5 still in place, but they're going to call it at that. He just is safe teleport back to the team and they reset up, but now there's only 17 seconds left on this Rise, who will have Realm Warp, though no teleport to get there.
All right, the Rise 10 seconds away. LYON still just trying to slow C9 down enough. Blabber continuing to DPS the Baron, but very slowly. Got it down to about 7,000 HP. Blabber going over the wall now here with the Paranoia, turning their attention over back onto Dokla. They're going to kill the enemy top laner. Dokla falls, but the Baron stays alive. Now, with Saint back on the field, again, C9 will not be able to claim the Baron, but that's another kill they get onto LYON. C9 now up 3,000 gold.
Yeah, they do get a couple.
Thanatos here on the front line, trying to get in the way of anything LYON tries to do. Elder Dragon down to about half health now. Inspired trading with Thanatos. Dokla seen on the left side of the fight as Saint drops the Realm Warp, but nobody's going to go in. Instead, Inspired in the middle of everybody here with the Cyclone, but a lot of damage arrives onto Saint. Oh no, he locks up Blabber as he goes over the wall. C9 trying to find their way to the injured Lion health bars. Blabber's about to die. It's Resurrection coming out for both junglers as APA falls. Berserker cutting back into the pit, but Thanatos is way too strong. Saint's gonna be killed off here next. Dokla trying to go after Sven, nearly finds him, but he can't quite get it done. Vulcan doing a great job healing. Thanatos is invincible. They can't get through the Scion, but the dragon is about to die. The Elder Dragon goes over to Inspired as Dokla, Isles, and Inspired continue trying to fight. Thanatos wants his escape. He's a very tanky Scion, but that one, the C9 gold lead, now shrunk down below 2,000. As LYON still have that Elder for a little bit longer. They've got the Baron for the next 2.5 minutes, and they're pushing top lane.
But look at these waves. You know, there's nothing really happening here on the bot side. Mid wave is pretty neutral, so it's all about top, and Ziggs can clear this out pretty effectively. Does use the ult. They just got to shred the waves, buy time here. They know they are just waiting for this Elder. And look at this. The Elder buff does not have long at all. That is going to run out very soon, and that is what C9 is counting on.
And that's exactly why APA committed the ult, like you're saying. Just nuke that wave, make sure that they can't force the fight right now. They're going to go ahead and try anyway as the Realm Warp arrives in. Doke's going into the back line. Inspired's taken low here at the very start, and Blabber already kills him off. Blabber trying to get away, stays alive, but Dokla grabs the kill there with the Elder Dragon execute. Thanatos going to die now too. That's what Dokla's been trying to do in every single one of these team fights. We always see the Renekton swooping around for the engage, but now immediately Inspired's onto APA. The Zig staying alive for now, trying to get himself away. Saint does damage into the back line now as well. Vulcan's already down. Dokla goes on a killing spree. Blabber's under pressure. Mega Inferno Bomb coming in from the right, but Berserker has already killed off Sven. C9 scrambles. C9 tries. C9 dies. And it's LYON applying fangs to throats as they find their team fight win. 42 minutes into the game. A clean 5-0 to end game one.
Game number one certainly delivering. C9 tried, but LYON are gonna take it.
They'll march this one on to the Nexus. What a battle. 43 minutes on the clock as the Nexus finally falls. If this is any indication, we are in for one hell of a series as LYON starts one up.
And I gotta say, Dokla in the late game on this Renekton was insane in these fights. He was always finding great angles. The use of the Realm Warp and his flanks was fantastic.
Yup.
I would not have thought that 42 minutes in, the Renekton would be more useful than the Scion. What do you think, Lounge?
I think these are the two best teams in the LCS right now.
Let's go!
That game was decided by so many different small things. It's hard to pick what to cover. But
there are so many things big.
I will
Dokla was
say,
also big.
the Infernal Soul was pretty big. So let's